Hello, my name is Zhatelier, welcome back for another episode of Last Kingdom in Aurora 4X, and in previous episode we had a bit of a field day with the enemy shipping here, and we are now getting the blue shark out of there to resupply at the dolphin down here, and at the same time we're still getting some intel on the enemy. We did actually get, from rescuing all the survivors that we did, we actually rescued all the survivors that we could. Now there may be some explosions on the Umikazes now, so if they don't survive, then they don't survive. They're slowly picking up speed though, so it's just taking some time for them to get back in proper status. I'm not entirely sure what the FO over there means, but I suppose it's something about switching sides. But yeah, we got that. Actually, one thing that I didn't show, which I said that I would show, is showing what we have here on the Zhatelier. So we've got a little bit of resources, then we've got 2 of their engines, or technically 4 of their engines. They got the same... well, they got the same power. And then we've got some tech system data for the magnetoplasma drive, so they do have better engines than we do. But of course, as the players, we probably have a bit better... or more optimized engines, let's just put it that way. So we do have the manta ray that is going down here. Once we reach about day away or something like that, we'll slow down to about 1/4 of our current speed, which is got to be 1/8 of the total speed that we can go, and try to get as close as possible. As soon as we start seeing their sensors, which we should be able to see from pretty far away, we can then kind of figure out how close we can get without being spotted. But we're currently moving towards the jump point there. I mean, it could be that they are sending now ships down this way, because they lost a lot of stuff in there. But I'm not entirely sure if that's going to happen. But yeah, we did also get the elephant, which is the big transport that we have. And we're now picking up the 3rd Brigade in Veralis in its entirety, and landing that on the enemy colony on Zhatelier A1. Which is the bigger colony of the 2 that they have there, but it doesn't have any troops in there defending. So it should be something that we can clean up. But let's take a bit of... actually, we can probably take 8-hour increments right now. So the Umikazes are slowly making their way to waypoint 6 and then going around to Dolphin, refuel, resupply, and drop off the survivors at the... planet in Crocea Mars, which we've set up as a colony. It's not necessarily a particularly good colony or anything like that, but it's just a colony that we can use to drop things onto, for example, the prisoners. And then they'll fly towards Caldera, and we'll probably dismantle those, because they're not that great ships, in all fairness. But we can certainly use them. Oh! Ceramic composite armor. Wait, why were you unable to load 3rd Brigade? Did you at least load some of it? Oh, I realize some of them are actually now bigger than they used to be. Not entirely sure why that is, but yeah, I suppose some of them have switched sides a little bit. So we don't have all the stuff in there, I guess. What do we have there? Oh, we got the regiments. Okay, so if we don't have the brigade headquarters, that's fine. Actually, that reminds me. Let's go ahead and make sure that the formation template... it should be the right size, but it could be that brigade headquarters probably used to have something before, which would make it over 5 kilotons in size. Well, that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, at least we've got the troops going in, which is the most important. And let's actually have a look. So we salvaged another ship. We did get... oh right, so these were the Takaros and Sendais, which we had encountered before. We got another civilian drive, then we got the ceramic composite armor. So if we have a look, we should be able to see the... yeah, we got the composite armor, 1900 research points. I actually want... I'm gonna have to check something, because I haven't done unloading of the tech data before. So let's say we were to go into Crocea Mors. This not going to actually go in and unload it there, but can we... It's the minerals, ship components... No, so it's basically whenever we go to somewhere where there is... Oh, I think once we dock into somewhere that is going to give us the research points, and I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be research points for just there or throughout the system. And that's kind of the problem, so no, we're not going to go to Crocea Mors yet. Although we may need to do that, but let's have a quick look at the research in, I believe in St. Petersburg is where we are getting that. Yeah, so if we... Oh, it's almost completed. Never mind then. Also, another thing that is supposed to be almost completed is the particle lens. Yeah, it's going to be done in 2 months from now. And then we'll have to design the weapons, of course, but that is going to be a big deal. Right, so let's get back to the operation, or scouting operation here. The fuel harvesters, unfortunately, all lost their engines. They don't have enough MSP to move, so what we may need to do is just abandon the ships at some point. Although we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Let's actually have a look. So, how far... Your distance to see 1000 thermal signature is rather low. Now, the enemy probably has a longer distance that they can spot, but we are going relatively slow here in comparison, so we can get quite a bit closer still before we need to slow down even further. I think right now it's time to slow down to 2000 kilometers per second. You know, slowly but surely lower the thermal signature while we are getting closer. Give us some time to spot the enemy sensors from afar. I think it... Oh, right. Probably don't need that. So, Faithful Survey found Natal. Where is this situation? It's from Granite, so I actually know where it is. Why is it giving Natal... Oh, because there's no place to place it in. Oh, I see. Okay, Natal doesn't have any planets. I suppose I can place you down there. A bit off to the side, it does cross over there, but it's just... There's not a lot of options right now. Because there was a... So Granite connected to Ravenna. So I had to move some of these around. So there's actually now kind of an outer loop and an inner loop for this area here. Which in its own right is a bit hilarious. But yeah, there's... we've actually been working on the outer loop right now. We'll certainly need to make the inner loop as well, because the planet in Granite is... It's not 0 colony cost, it's 1.5 or something like that, and it's mostly because it's minus 40 degrees. It has breathable atmosphere and all that sort of stuff, so it's just a matter of warming up. Although it does also have 100% hydrosphere. So yeah, I can't really feel a lot of population. Let's quickly save that. And then we know of one of the systems, and we already know all the geological data from there, but we just don't know where it's actually linking up over here in the enemy territories. It's probably through one of these, but we haven't gone there to survey yet, is the problem. Right, let's go back to Diamond then, because we need to keep an eye on how close are we getting. Okay, another 3 increments. Then we're going to slow down to 1500. And back to 2-day distance away from there. I think. Royal Tark has completed orders in Veralis. Right, that went and dropped off another orbital miner, I believe. Let's have a look. How long distance is that? That's still actually hundreds of, or 200 million kilometers away, so we can probably get a fair bit closer. Because if we have a look at the signature, yeah, we only have 27 for the 1000. And 18 million for the LNs. So we need to get a lot closer. I suppose what we could do is get to about 1 day away and slow to 1000 kilometers per second. Slowly make our way towards the... Oh, maintenance problems again on the Umikazes. That's not a surprise, really. They are gonna probably blow up before we even get there. Oh, and we got the ceramic composite armor. Excellent. We started on basic shields. Maintenance facility completed at 80s. So that means how much can we... We could have 14 kiloton navy there. And I believe the Faithful Fleet is currently 3 ships. I could be mistaken. No, it's only 2 ships. Okay, so these can actually now move into Jews. Go to 80s and begin overhaul. I'm not entirely sure how much... can we... No, we cannot fuel in 80s. We should be able to do maintenance at least. There's a ton of fuel that is being produced there, but it's very slow. Although, how much do we have? We've got a decent bit of minerals now. Not a lot of neutronium, and that means only 25 construction factories as well. That may be a problem. We've got a decent bit of available workers though. We do have 22 orbital terraforming modules plus another 10.4, so basically 10. But we are slowly getting the oxygen out of the atmosphere, which is lowering the temperature. And it's also making the atmosphere breathable, but it's just not very quick, all things considered. Although actually, is there a governor sign? Yes, you got terraforming bonus, so that should actually speed it up a little bit. Not entirely sure how much, but I hope so, that it's going to speed it up. But we do need to start producing something. We've got the mass driver here. I suppose I can just set you to 80% and put you up in the queue. We've been building some infrastructure there for a while. We'll keep it going for the time being, although they do have a decent population already. So it's not necessarily all that big of an issue anymore. How many mines do they have? 27 plus 10 automated. Not too bad. Also, they got 2... Oh, right, we wanted to have the mass driver because the civilians have opened up 2 mines over here. We're already buying the resources from them, because they actually do produce quite good quantities of various resources that we do want. So I want to buy them, and that's going to be a fair bit of resources for 80s. Right, I didn't move that, but now that we've got the better armor, I can show you the frigate, the Lynx class over here, which I've been kind of planning, although I'm going to be switching around some of the things, especially once we get the lens tech and the lenses designed. But we can certainly update the armor, so that gives us a fair bit of extra stuff there. And yeah, currently we got 3 partial... Oh right, we are researching that already. But 3 partial beam 6s, redefined 20 seconds, and 200,000 kilometers range. Not too bad. It uses the same engines as the other Royal ships right now, which means that it's easy to keep the same speed, but at the same time, having 3 engines on a ship doesn't necessarily go well for effective fuel use. But at the same time, it's a bit cheaper to repair the engines, I suppose. This is going to require a lot more MSP, actually. Like, what we've noticed with the Blue Sharks, we go through quite a bit. But I'll go through that design, I'll update that design later. So we are getting close to 100 million kilometers away from the jump point here. Okay, now we will slow down to 1000 kilometers per second. We can't spot any of their active sensors yet. which is very concerning. Well, I mean, it just means that we are still far away, relatively speaking. Or they might just not have anyone here. Take 1 hour increment here, another hour increment here. Slow down to 750,000. Well, 750 kilometers per second. That's probably going to be as low as it will go. We'll go as close as we can. Oh. We found the thermal signatures. Question is, are they coming towards me? Kind of look like they might be. No, they're not. These are military engines, though. Okay, why don't we stop this one for the time being? I don't see them having sensors on. They're going to the sides of the... Oh, they're probably going to Flanders. Hold on, Kuma and Nagato. Do we know anything about those designs? So, ship classes. Kuma. Those are the current contacts. We haven't... I don't know if we've seen those before. Nagato. Seen quite a few. Hold on, is that... Oh yeah, it is 8 and 2. Okay, so that's 10 ships total. We know that they have active sensors. Resolution... Oh, they got 90 million rated. They've actually spotted us a long time ago, probably. Oh no, yeah, they have. Okay, so we didn't actually spot them in time. I'm not entirely sure what they'll be doing. Okay, now we can see the active sensors. They turned them on. Now they seem to be moving towards us. Alright then. We'll move at max speed. What we'll do is set up a waypoint. Yeah, another waypoint, I know. Down here. So waypoint number 9 is where we'll head. We'll try to lose them. So waypoints. Move to location. It's currently calculating with the old speed, but it should update. Right, so 2 of them have their actives on. We know that they have... Actually, can we see the contacts? Display active range... No, is it in contacts the way we should be looking at? No, I mean, it says that range, but I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't show... Or it doesn't draw it, is the problem. Trying to chase us. Or maybe not. They might be going directly towards... Well, they're going directly north. I'm not entirely sure if they are following us or not. Yeah, they are following us. Well, that just means that they are within spotting distance from us. Actually, let's have a look. Can we... Not entirely sure if we are actually catching any intel from that sensor or not. I mean, we already have the basic stuff from it, so we might not be able to get any more. Luckily, with our speed, we should be able to lose them. If not... that is 10 ships. They are military ships, so they are armed, most likely. We know that they have a bit longer range on their weapons than what we do, so we can't really fight them. Okay, we'll probably take 1 hour increments now. So the distance that we have on them should start increasing more and more. Okay, we lost the thermal signatures, but we have the partial signatures from their sensors. They are still following. So they got 90 million. So until we get to 90 million, they will be able to spot us. And every hour it's increasing by 1 million. But by the time we reach the waypoint, we should have gotten enough distance. And at that point we can go towards the jump point most likely, and not be in trouble. Unfortunately, the sensors that we had, we were never close enough to actually... The actives that we have on these ships, we're never close enough to actually utilize them, because they are only the... Actually, no. No, I think we were still too far away. 25... yeah, unfortunately we couldn't get intel from that way, but... We're slowly increasing the distance. 59 million now. 60. 64. Oh, Ola has completed orders in Veralis. Let's have a quick look. How much fuel do we have there? 63 million. Not bad. Starting to get some decent amount of reserves there. Wreck salvage. Another engine. Some minerals. Alright then. Not too bad. Okay, so we lost the sight of the signature. We'll keep on going to the waypoint though, because they might still be following us, I don't know. Speed up a little bit. So they probably did spot us, or something... I suppose... I'm pretty sure that they were originally going for the Flanders waypoint, or jump gate there, so I'm not entirely sure. And they accidentally spotted us, but we know that they still have some ships over there at least. Now the question is, are they heading back? Or not? Ah, we got another research lab in Veralis. We completed research into maintenance modules, started to improve command and control. Because if I remember correctly, that's going to allow us to actually build the sector commands. Then we can start making proper sectors. Ships crowded. Maintenance problem on Umikaze 3. Ooh, insufficient maintenance. Oh, more crew quarters are just exploding there. Alright then. Right, so let's have a look at the research. What can we assign? I suppose more on this one to get the fire control speed rating up would be handy. Because that will allow us to keep our fire controls a little bit smaller. Although once we get the better engine, that's gonna change things a little bit. So we might actually want to future-proof our fire controls already, just so that we can then use the same ones on the next ships. Right, well, I suppose that's about it. Oh, Royal Fleet. Oh, right, they've been doing training. That means that... yeah, they're a bit over the training limit there. They're 90% training, though. That's good. Send you back to Royal Navy. And how far are you? You should be... oh, you've already refueled and you're now resupplying there. You did use quite a bit of... is that... right, it is this one that is being... or doing the resupplying. We've still got 94% supplies and 80% fuel. We'll be able to keep there for a while. Romanov Survey 2 in Remover. Did you complete your overhaul? Oh yeah, you probably did. Yeah, you did. Okay, so let's have a look. Where do we send you? From Remover, Already Survey Burgundy, there's nothing in there that... or it doesn't lead you anywhere. Then... I suppose Paradox might be a decent place to go to. There's still plenty of surveying to do there. bit more than a month away from here. Well, let's go back to Diamond. That is kind of where things are currently going on. Oh, and Blue Shark has completed order station at... Oh, right. The question is, what do we do with you now? You've still got plenty of time. I could send you back to... Do we know of any of the jump points in Labrador? No. We could go and check the planet over there if there's anything orbiting that. But we'll have to do it slowly, I reckon. And I don't really want to go through the main system there, not because of the enemies might see us, I don't mind that, but the problem is that we might go accidentally too close to the planet and then get shot by the surface orbit weapons there, so we'll move you through waypoint number 6 again. And then you'll go to waypoint number 2. Actually, you'll go to waypoint number 2, we'll keep an eye on that for the time being. And with that, we are actually out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.